I was a Christian all my life. I was baptized at the age of 10 and again at 19. I am no longer a Christian today because of two developments or stages of awareness. First, in my early 30s, I created a catchphrase for myself. I would often say, God is an absentee parent. I never could fully understand or embrace why I could not have a more realistic connection with a real God. Why was it only a one-way conversation all the time? This really began to fester and grow to a point where I really needed to buckle down and study the Bible really well in order to strengthen my faith. And that led to number 2. In my late 30s, I became obsessed with studying the Bible, all for the purpose of strengthening my faith and connecting with God on His terms. My intentions backfired. Instead of gaining faith, I gradually began to wake up to reality. After several years of studying Christian theology and history, it really began to make sense why Jesus never spoke back. He is no more real than any other gods imagined by men. I have often heard people say that the fastest way to lose your faith is to study your Bible. I can confirm that for me, this was literally true. Was it scary losing my religion? Do I have an empty God hole in my heart? No. Quite contrary, my heart grew 10 times larger as I became hypersensitive to all forms of life on earth and our well-being. I also became a much better person as I suddenly felt the responsibility for my own actions and an overwhelming sense of accountability that I never had before. I also felt liberated and now have the freedom to explore, ask questions, and wonder about life from a more realistic and plausible perspective. I marvel over the wonders of quantum physics and consciousness, and I'm grateful to be free from any dogma. And what about church leaders who study the Bible for a living? Why don't they wake up? I think people would be shocked if they knew how many pastors have little to no faith. Many pastors have come out saying they no longer believe, but the majority never will. And why would they? What would they do? They enjoy positions of trust and esteemed in their communities. The work is easy, and most of them wouldn't have any other career available. Most of them make a decent income and would never jeopardize that by telling their congregation that they themselves question or have lost faith. They have a job to do, and they will do it. I suspect a great many of them are fully aware of reality, but tell the sheep what they want to hear. It's an odd business, religion is. I would like to wake everybody up. I do believe it would create a much better world to live in.
Spread